Hello and welcome back to our Lord Pirate Criminal Rogue Trader playthrough. I'm Shadowcoast and welcome to the channel. I have a confession to make. I went back because I really wanted to figure out what happened if we passed an athletics check up here. I can't even find where it was, but we failed before. So I kind of reloaded. I was tinkering around and then I stupidly saved over my main save. So nothing else is different except for the fact that we obtained the Grenadier's gloves. I was just honestly curious as to what we could get over there, so that's why I was reloading. And then in my haste, I stupidly saved over the main save here. So we're gonna go with this. I'm going to put the gloves on Argenta. I try not to save scum too often, but in this case, it worked out to our advantage. This brings us up to a +5 ballistic skills. Let's see if this has an impact. We can put it on another character, but if we look at it, bringing some of these up is okay, but I think Argenta we're gonna want to double down on with it. So just wanted to be fully transparent there. I think it was maybe over here someplace. I honestly can't remember exactly where it was, or I can't identify it easily, but I wanted to call that out. Trying to be fully transparent. So we're gonna go to Adeptus Amasecus. Are these all Anver's leaflets? So here we go. We are continuing on our way. We have our criminal, I'm calling it a pirate background.
A new challenge for me?
Which will allow us a little more flexible thinking. And our goal here is to actually, think about the common person. Alright. Under the floor you can see, whoa. You can see the remains of a void ship's life support system. It seems that whoever dismantled the vessel decided just to leave it in place. Alright. So, let's come over here real quick. What's going on? This looks a little... complete a battery. What is that? Cyber Crypta. We're just gonna pack that as cargo. We can't talk to any of these. There are people we can talk to that like sometimes trigger more than just a box, like their actual dialogue. So I always recommend you keep an eye out. Alright, let's go ahead and head up here. We have a waitress.
Follow my lead.
Suspicious type. Alright, I don't talk business while drinking.
None shall
Why don't you
stand
clear
in
off?
my way.
What? Why don't you clear off? Okay. Alright. Let's see, Medicae. Stuck to the plates are lumps of sawdust, toxic waste that is sometimes passed off as ordinary nutritious starch. Good
I'll
to
lay
know.
claim to the stars.
Let's see, let's do a ritual. The menu slides across the screen. The Adeptus Amasecus has an impressive selection of drinks, most of which should not be ingested without an augmented liver. Good to know.
Victory awaits.
Alright. Gordia scattered of the flabby man in worn clothes is sighing sadly over a glass of murky booze. Only when he looks up at you does you notice your eye. Do you notice his eyes, large, piercing, and full of sorrow, a stark contrast to his unkempt appearance? Could it be that someone actually wishes to keep me company? I guess so. We clicked on you by accident. Gorde Skatov, allow me to introduce myself. Gorde Skatov, architectural historian. You look deeply despondent over something. What happened? He sighs heavily. Here I go again, pouring my heart out to have you disappear in 10 minutes just like everyone else before you. But alright, here's the story of Gorde Skatov, the unluckiest historian in the Imperium. I was born 2 sectors away from here. My family was quite influential, which allowed me to dedicate myself to my great passion, the history of imperial architecture. I spent a number of years studying every scholarly work there was to find on this art And then once I had inherited my family's fortune, I traveled and documented the development of architectural thought on different worlds until one day, oh that accursed and blessed day, until one day I came into possession of something quite special. Interesting. Gordai pulls what looks like a book or an album with a homemade leather cover out of his bag. Both the pages and the binding are well worn. Here it is, My Undoing. This is an authentic booklet titled Dwayne's Design, one of the thousands that were printed centuries ago in the time of Footfall's construction. Keep listening. Footfall's founder, Lord Parsimus, was obsessed with his creation's grand future. This booklet describes in detail what Footfall was meant to become upon its completion. Dozens of asteroids turned into glorious palaces and temples, massive bridges spanning the void itself, and the marvelous flying buttresses, the archivolts of the exterior arches, the elegant arrangement of balusters, and the interior. Oleforous 10 stories tall and more than a mile long, Cyclopean light tubes that catch the light of her abundance and use it to brighten the halls in the hearts of the asteroids. Stained glass windows and mosaics, bas reliefs, and statues. Engrossed in his own description, Gordai stands up and starts tracing the outlines of arches and galleries with his own hand. Keep listening. Emerging from his reverie, he catches himself, blushes slightly, and loudly falls back to his seat. I apologize, I got carried away, but you must understand how deep an impression this booklet left on me when my young self picked it up. I simply couldn't think of anything other than Footfall. I was ready to give my life just to see this incredible station, and of course, no matter how hard my parents tried to dissuade me, I still gathered all my savings and set out on a journey. I thought he inherited everything. Plot hole. It is not an easy feat to cross two sectors, especially for a common citizen, albeit one who has some resources at his disposal. I had to change one ship after another, at times being forced to stay on transfer worlds, waiting for a vessel headed in the right direction or for warp disturbances to subside. The voyage took me a total of 107 years. While you're old. In real space-time, of course, for me it was much less than that, somewhere in the neighborhood of 30 or 35. Then after all those years, having spent all my savings, I reached my dream. Only to be sorely disappointed, I'm sorry. And what did I see? A dump in place of the exquisite portico, metal anthills clinging to the columns, the marble tiles pilfered by paupers to use as cladding for their hovels. Verde hangs his head. It's been a dozen years since I came here, and I still haven't recovered from the shock. I had suspected that not everything from the booklet would exist in reality, but I never expected to see Footfall in such a sorry state. It is like stumbling upon the horrible, decomposing corpse of your beautiful beloved. That is tragic indeed. I wish I could see Footfall the way its creators envisioned it. But you are an architectural historian. Is what happened to Footfall not part of its history? Bryce strokes his goatee and thought, yes, Footfall's current appearance, slums fused together with the remains of majestic palaces, is a unique phenomenon. It would be curious to observe if other places have taken after it, thereby solidifying it as a new style of architecture, or if it still remains a local oddity. My word, you certainly know how to provide an unexpected perspective on things. Be that as it may, I just wanted to say thank you for hearing me out. Over the dozen years I have spent on Footfall, not one person has hung around long enough to listen to my story to the end. Such a delight to have shared everything that's weighing on my mind. I'm poor as a church mouse, but I still have something to offer you as a token of my appreciation. After studying the booklet thoroughly, I discovered something interesting. A ciphered message scattered throughout its pages, taking the form of a riddle. It describes certain places of interest on Footfall. I believe it is the work of the booklet's creator. What if these riddles lead to something? A wondrous discovery. I will gladly share what I've been able to learn with you. Have you not tried to make this wondrous discovery for yourself? I have, of course, but I'm an old man who is blind in one eye and can barely move his legs. I never found anything. That doesn't mean there's nothing to find. Tell me of places. These riddles. The first location for the riddles isn't far from here. It's a bridge that was supposed to go through the center of this district into the void toward the neighboring asteroid. Only a couple of spans were built, and even those lie in ruins. Still, if the catch survived for all those years, it's somewhere there. Good to know. The second location is the Lantern of the Great Cathedral. A lantern is a small tower on top of a dome. You've seen Footfall's Atrium, haven't you? The whole atrium is just the nave of the former little cathedral. The Legion entire so-called palace would have fit inside what was meant to be not but a single room. The Great Cathedral. Had it been built, it would have been even bigger. But alas, its construction was getting underway when Druzian died and the work stopped. The lantern from its dome, however, had already been built and survived. It was brought inside the atrium and dubbed the Chapel of St. Drusus the Warrior. That's all I know. I wish you luck in your search. Alright. Catch in the former lantern. Good to know. Wow. I'm glad we clicked on him by accident. Leftovers of pitiful food are stuck to the sides of the plates.
It's about time.
Alright, can we carouse? Or is this just like an info? The decanter used to contain a cheap Amasec, which for the sake of attractiveness has obviously been... what? Enriched with deodorizing agents. Okay, there are a lot of suspicious types here. Alright, there are some goods. Let's not leave those out. Pack those away. Can sell that for a rep. Maybe profit factor later. We shall see. Is that everything? No, there's a back room. I thought there was more. Alright, let's get some goods. Holy writings. Alright, we're gonna pack that away as cargo. By the way, before we continue, I have a decision to make. So we have the Power Mall. How do we... Why are you comparing it yourself to the Malta? I don't want to do that. There we go. So yeah, we're gonna go with the Thunder Hammer we picked up from our Flaming Fight battle. We're gonna just do some organization here. Oh. The other thing that I would like to compare is both have dodge penalties of 0.75. The Carapace armor grants wear plus 2 bonus to deflection and plus 20% absorption against fire damage. So we're gonna 25% armor absorption. Wait. Yeah, we're gonna equip. Alright, so this one is an upgrade. What does this do? It's just regular. So we can we... How do we pack this? I don't know. Where's our cargo? Down here? Ah. So... Okay, so we can just drag and drop. That's fantastic. Courser light carapace and courser carapace. Alright, we'll keep that there for now. Just in case we need that stuff. So that's good to know. Alright, let's keep going. Oh boy. Is this a battle? I don't know. Rizza. The woman looks to be in her 40s and she's surveying you with interest. Her right eye appears almost black against her dark skin, while her left eye emits a greenish light filtered through the smudged lenses of a prosthesis. Her arms are tattooed all the way from the base of her shoulders to her knuckles. Looking for something specific you're buying or maybe selling? Don't be shy, just ask. Old Rizza knows all kinds of folks. My boys will fetch you anything your heart desires. So, you're behind the bar. Could you be an underworld lord? We are also, well, we are a rogue trader with a criminal element background. Rizza falls silent through her eyes don't leave your face. Her expression gradually shifts from tactless interest to astonished deference. I know you, rogue trader. Who would have thought a high flyer such as yourself would ever land in our neck of the woods? For someone like you, I'll offer only the best prices, the real deal. Alright, well, who are these boys who you work with? She loses her booming, raspy voice. You heard about how the clipper St. Canisius got hit recently? The cargo was cleaned out, everything of value was taken. Well, that was my boy's handiwork. What kinds of goods are you willing to buy? Tech is always the best. If it's broke, no sweat. We'll fix it or take it apart, and if you score something so nasty that your fussy everyday traders won't even look at it, fear not. Just bring it on over. Leave it to me and my boys to find the right buyer. Okay, good. So if you have Xenotech or other things that we want to sell under the radar, we can do that with Rizza, it seems like. By the way, so if we do this, I always screw this up back. This is rep, so she has stuff that, okay, that Carapace doesn't seem to be that good. Carnage, that does seem to be pretty good. 1 16 22. Large medkit. Torment bracers. Okay. So it's all the things that we can't. Ooh. Well, we don't have enough. Let's go ahead and look at things that we can buy. Navy swashbuckler's coat. Oh wow, that is nice. Expensive but nice. I don't know if this is a good deal. We could have got these for, I think, 8. And the other one. Auto charges, medikits, fragment. Aldari plasma grenade. Ooh. Wow. So deals 25 damage with a penetration of 2 and also blinds enemies. Expensive though. Monofilament grenades. Deals 15 rending damage with a penetration of 3. Increases damage increased by 3 and penetration increased by 2 for each cell further from the epicenter. So that looks like an Aldari Xenos grenade. We're gonna buy 2 of these. Have some fun. Alright. We shouldn't be dealing in Xenotech, but you know. We're fairly pragmatic in our decision making. Feel like, yeah. We still need to heal you up. I do not like.
Watching the lady handle sacred technology breaks my heart. Figuratively speaking.
Okay, we just healed you. I'm gonna.
Blood pressure.
Alright, we always want to get everybody when we're trading so we get the best deal. I don't know if it matters when you do that. What did I want to do? Didn't I see a regular med kit? Thank you. Alright. Oh, it automatically replenishes. Okay, good to know. Alright, don't mind us. Let's go, Pascal. Alright, pack as cargo. Unlocked.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Alright, good to know. We have a seller of goods. Whoa! What the heck? Oh boy. By the throne, that's him, isn't it? The poor sap. Got his tongue cut out by the anvers. I think more than that just happened. What the what?
I better myself.
The upholstery of the dirty sofa moves
service.
slightly. A soft hissing can be distinctly heard from the depths of the furniture. Okay, that's... we're not sitting over there.
Attention to detail is the key to success.
Alright, let's... Awareness check succeeded. What were we made aware of? So now's a good time to take a look at... Where's the character sheet? Reputation. So I wonder if the Casablanca mission is... So explorators are the Mechanicus, Druzians, Hieronymus. That's, I think, Argenta wants us to meet him. Wait, does Argenta... hold on. Companion missions. Astray. The Druzian mission. I think it was like Hieronymus or something. I have to go back and look. Okay,
Follow my
so
lead.
do we... there are some goods over here. Tech Priest. Locked. Let's use one of our many multi-keys. Probably not worth it, but we'll... Was that it? Okay. I mean, we got some interesting... where are those? Rumors? Catch Neo, Bridge, Cache. So those are things that we can try to track down. I don't know if we want to do 100% complete. We can try that maybe. Let's go ahead. I'm just gonna quick save. Can we go down here? No, it's
It's
blocked.
about time.
So let's go to other parts. Okay, the Atrium, Leige's residence. Okay, this is good to know. We're going to the Atrium. We'll see if we can get a battle in here. I'd like to get some combat action per episode, but I can't promise that will happen. So, just so we're tracking, Footfall's Great Cathedral has never built a turret that would have crowned its colossal dome is now located in the Atrium, where it serves as the chapel of Saints Drusus. There may be an ancient cache inside. Alright, so when we talk to the Druzian mission, they might get pissed if we like break open their lantern, but I'm very interested in figuring out what's
Victory
going on.
awaits.
Lore Imperium. The comms appear to
Successful.
okay, hold on. Every time we gotta open this up. These comms appeared here back when the station was founded, when it was assumed that Footfall would become a wondrous palace. Why does it keep freaking out? In the stars? Alright. The heart of Footfall is a colossal statue of the Emperor carved from a single asteroid. That's cool. Okay, so we're just getting started here. Let's
A new
go
challenge
ahead
for me?
and okay, there's a lot of different directions to go. I don't like the look at that down there, so we're gonna come over here first.
Follow my lead.
Alright.
Did I mention that my
Didn't we
whispers and jokes,
Did we
jokes that once said aloud make your eyes bleed and blood curdle? Talk about black comedy.
hold on. I could be losing my mind. Okay, let's come over here. Access denied. Machine ritual. Need machine ritual set.
I won't
Okay.
tolerate weakness.
Alright, so we need that to unlock this so we can get up here. And then there's an athletics check. And something over here along with other stuff. So we need a... Oh, let's try the ritual, or did you already fail? Hold on.
I'll lay claim to
My
the stars.
whispers crave entertainment.
Ritual. Need machine right set.
Victory
Okay,
awaits.
alright. We will figure out where to get a machine right set. We have another leaflet from the Anvers.
A new challenge for
Alright,
me?
let's come up here. Anything? Gunsmith's Guild. That sounds interesting.
None shall stand in my way.
What is this? Alright, man. The Anvers gang. Who is this? Is this the thing?
Follow my lead.
Is this the Druzian mission? Footfall's levels are situated between huge supports resembling scaffolding. It seems a new concept for the interior design was started before the previous one could be implemented. One of the many chapels, it looks better tended than most places on Footfall. Is this the like golden tower thingy? Goods over here. Trophies. Note from the lantern catch. You are the right path, seeker. Remember the place. Small quay, large windows. What the hell does that mean? Oh boy, so this rumor, I think, might be true. Alright. Let's open this up. Catch in the former lantern. The catch has been found. The information in it suggests that there are more catches to be found in football. Completed. I don't understand. What did we get? We didn't get anything.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Alright. Alright, into Leige's palace, but before we do that, there is still so much to do.
Victory awaits!
Just kind of goods lying around.
A new challenge for me.
Goods over here.
I won't
What is
tolerate
this?
weakness.
Dreadful Xeno? Foul deer behavior duplicates aggressive habit. World diet infants 2 to 3 weeks. What? What's going on here? Behavior villainy, malice, habitat everywhere. Push the Xenos a coin for a go. Punish the enemies of humanity.
It's about time.
I don't. Xeno, beastus, unknown behavior, cruelty. Carnival barker. This young man is clearly making every effort to look dapper. His fashionable clothes are practically new and his hair is well groomed. What ruins this impression is the poorly scrubbed off oil stains from his leaky implant and the size of the doublet, which was clearly made for someone else. Come on, come all, see for yourself the best collection of live Xenos and football. What kind of collection is this? Dangerous fishes loose the Xeno beasts caught red-handed as they were attempting to commit evil against the Imperium, but right now they're harmless. Our cages can withstand their rage, but I wouldn't recommend getting too close, haha. Lord Xeno succeeded. These aren't Xenos, they're mutants in makeup. May swallow dams, but only for a moment. Not Xenos, you say. I'm sure there must be some mistake. I will check the shipping list myself, rest assured. His words are oozing with greenish-yellow hues. I do not think the promise will be kept. Such entertainment is lucrative precisely because billions of Imperial subjects have never encountered a Xenos in their life. Ignorance and curiosity create colossal demand. That's what I was taught, and I can see that the lesson was truthful. I demand that this abuse be stopped and all the captives freed. Apologies, sir, that is simply impossible. Private property, legitimate business, licensed by the Leige. Last but not least, it's a noble cause. Help the citizens of Football foster a proper attitude towards enemies of the Imperium. The guilty Lucky makes a helpless gesture. I will buy all the captives from you. He thinks for a moment. That can be done, very much so. The entire collection will cost you a tidy sum, but you're free to take them away right now. So, what happened? I guess it was, I think we were, oh no, our profit factor went down. What, heretic trophies? Okay, well that was interesting. I don't know if I would have. I mean, I'm into helping people, but they're. I mean, if we could use them, that's one thing. But let's see. All right, back as cargo. What is this? Goods. Another Anvers leaflet. Screwing everything up. Damn Anvers. Alright, well, we wanted to play the good guy, so that's exactly what we did. I didn't think our profit factor would decrease, so that's good to know. The wares are shoddy looking weapons built out of questionable parts. It's over here. A small food booth, the portions look meager. They saw us like, oh, knickknacks. Okay, are we about to take on some combat here? Let's see. The buzzing crowd has closed in on several hairy-looking people. Some of their faces are smeared with fresh blood. The angry cries and twisted faces leave no doubt a massacre is about to take place. Just cut their throats already. What were they thinking letting the ship dock at Footfall? They're stricken. No, no cutting. We get their blood on us. We'll be tainted too. Better burn them. What is going on? Alright, Hieronymus Doloroso. I think this is who our gentleman is to talk to. Be quiet, you scoundrel. A priest clad in a simple black raiment and wielding a staff cuts through the crowd like a battleship crossing the sky. You dare pass judgment on others. What arrogance to think you have the right. Argenta starts at the sight of the elderly priest. That's Reverend Hieronymus. I'm surprised he's decided to intervene in this street squabble. Intervene. What's going on here? Instigator, several dozen gazes bore into you. And who are you supposed to be? I am Rogue Trader. I'm Rogue Trader of the Von Valencius dynasty. Razer laughs uncertainly, and I am Incendiate Corda. Cut the gruff. Ladyship Theodora is head of the Von Valencius line. I saw her with my own eyes when she came to Footfall, and you don't look much like her. Silence. The priest, who has remained silent up to now, raises his staff. You must be completely out of your minds, a band of woefully dim-witted sinners who think themselves bringers of justice. Who are you to pass judgment on anyone? All you ought to be doing is suffering and repenting till the end of your days. And what's so wrong about that, Reverend? We just want to put these heretics to death. We're not heretics, the haggard man on the verge of tears. Refugees, I swear it on the Golden Throne, we served the Imperium faithfully until they hung us out to dry. Where were the protectors that were meant to shield the lands of humanity from nightmares? Traitors, and heretics, the lot of them. Murmur runs through the crowd. The people gawk at you, at the priest, and the wretched group huddling in the center. How trying. The motley sea of colors that fills this restless crowd is hard on the eyes. So many hues, but most of them are acid yellow streaks of fear, their red buds swelling, ready to burst and paint all who are gathered here. Cassia looks at the crowd of troublemakers warily, and they shudder at the very sight of her. As for the hearts of those who have been forced to defend themselves, they are shrouded in purplish black grief, but their words are as transparent as the ice that lies at the top of a glacier. But commoners are always deaf to others' suffering, for such is their nature. Interfering in their affairs is hardly worthy of you or me, Rogue Trader. We're gonna address the refugees and help them. What more proof do I need? The man shouts. Kiavagama used to be a prosperous world. My family transported goods from there for generations, and then they came. They butchered, tortured, sacrificed entire blocks to the darkness. We were on our ship up in orbit, and all those messages started coming in. Half the guards down there joined them right away, and they even reached us in our ship with some blight that made half our crew take their own lives. We barely escaped. We barely made it here. Why? Why did this happen to us? I wonder what this all is about. Is our planet really... Oh, it's our planet. It's one of our planets in our dynasty. Or it's some devious opportunity to send these slanderers here to undermine the might of the Von Valencius dynasty. Who could it be, I wonder? There's one guy, I bet you've heard of him. His name's Conrad Voitiger von Valencius. He ran from us not too long ago after having his ass handed to him. He must be itching to get even. Get even by besmirching the dynasty to which he belonged and supremacy over which he laid claim. He is scum, but he's no idiot. No, I think this is something else. There are many who would wish to weaken House von Valencius. Either that or it's much simpler. These people aren't lying and their planet was captured by heretics, and the rest of it they made up themselves. I can sense darkness in their past. I may not be an expert on Conrads and their schemes, but when it comes to things like this, I know what I'm talking about. Okay. We're going to use coercion. Coercion check succeeded. The rabble rousers look at you morosely. I don't want to get in trouble over the slots. The refugees use the interruption to make off in the direction of Dock 1. Okay. So, we averted bloodshed. Apparently one of our planets has fallen. Alright. The arrogance and self-righteousness of a sinner, the priest shakes his head disapprovingly, then his eyes shift to you. I am Reverend Hieronymus Doloroso, head of the Druzian mission here on Footfall. I thank you for stepping in. Please come see me when you have the time. We can talk then. Alright. I guess we're going to watch you slowly walk over there. Mishmashing cables and devices. Alright. Goods. Man, they are really hitting the... Statue undoubtedly depicts Parsimus Delaney, the legend of the legendary rogue trader who founded Footfall. The sight of this cottage here would be enough to break any tech priest's heart. The machine is leaning slightly to one side, grimy, covered in scrawled drawings with frivolous writing scratched here and there. Like casting, several keys are missing and the rest are coated with dust. Lascaris lays out a mournful history where he says, the right of operation has been repeatedly, blasphemously violated, requesting the identification and punishment of the sinful acolyte entrusted with caring for the spirit of this machine. Alright, try to repair. Check succeeded. Praise Omnis side, the machine spirit of the Scotchators agree but is willing to serve. Accompanied by the crackling of a binary prayer, Pascal's Mechadenrate gently placed a couple of keys lying on the floor black into place. I'm not sure what this means. We're going to pick this one. Parsimus Dwayne's design. Cadre flickers, grunts briefly, displaying a tapestry of text. The great Parsimus Dwayne intends to conquer Cronus Expanse and build the most grandiose structure which will shine through the ages, praising the name of its creator and his descendants. Footfall, the palace within the stars. The glory of the great Parsimus's deeds will live on throughout the ages in his grand designs. The cogitator hisses and grunts as it tries to clean its insides by spewing out dust and detritus through its cracks. Cogitator hisses for a while, then the screen flickers on once more. The great Parsimus intends to conquer. Pascal Vox wheezes mournfully. The spirit of this machine is enraged and will perform its function no more. I'll see to it that the profaners responsible for its maintenance are marked for servo pendants. That is interesting. Gain a little lore insight there. We're going to talk to Doloroso here, and then we're going to head out. What is this? Machine right set. Great. We're going to use that pack as cargo. Alright, we're going to finish this. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to have combat this session. Let me see here real quick. I'm just tabbing out. We're at 38 minutes, and I'm going to have to run, unfortunately. So let's finish this conversation, though. Maybe it turns into a battle. I don't know. Doloroso, the man with a face so drawn it appears to be made of nothing but skin and bone, fixes his unblinking, bird-like eyes on you. The priest's simple black clothes have next to no adornments. They do nothing to mask his unhealthy gauntness. It is a cracked voice. In a cracked voice, he says, "The Emperor protects my son." Great. Who are you? I'm Reverend Hieronymus. I've been saying it wrong. I apologize, Doloroso, as I'm called, the head of the Druzian mission, and possibly last hope for the wayward souls that inhabit this fringe forsaken by our master. The Emperor protects Father. What would my character do? So he's not all Emperor gung-ho. He's not gonna insult the guy because we're smart being a criminal. We don't want to piss people off. We don't want to make enemies unless we need to. Bow your head and say nothing. He's gazed words into you as if he's trying to penetrate your thoughts. And you must be the young Von Valentius. The name carries weight, and it is a burdensome one, for its reputation suggests that Theodora encumbered it with many a sin. I wonder, will you seek to shed them, or will you carry them onward, picking them along the way like ripe fruit and savoring their sweet poison? Interesting. How do you know who I am? The Emperor has blessed me with acute hearing, and the people did the rest. How many members of your crew do you think came to confess their sins the moment they arrived in port? How long do you suppose it took me to piece together the truth from their words? Awareness check succeeded. The priest's voice is raspy and harsh, but still managed to pick up a strange change in tone. There's something hidden beneath this shift in his speech, something that he did not consider necessary to explain. So you're saying Theodora was a sinner. Maybe that's why she picked me, being a criminal, a fellow criminal, maybe. A woman of great gifts, but few considered virtue to be one of them. People whispered that power had corrupted her and made her believe that she was entitled to anything she wanted. It is known that she showed cordiality to Xenos, broke taboos, and violated dogmas. Then again, so do nearly all rogue traders. That's one of our benefits of our warrant of trade. Rogue traders are the Emperor's anointed. I act as he's commanded, as evidenced by a signature on my warrant. All right, let's wait for that one. I'm not going to be overly gung ho with the Emperor. Persuasion, make the sign of the Holy Aquila. I put my faith in the Emperor. Um, keep up this attitude, and you'll be featuring in my next confession. Have no doubt about me. I'm a complete retrobate and an introvert sinner whose existence is a affront to the Emperor. Okay. We're gonna use precision. I think failed. He gives you a scrutinizing look and says rally. We'll see how long it lasts under the onslaught of the sinners who inhabit this sector and who are repulsed by all things sacred and pure. So he saw right through my lies. He looks at Argenta, who is standing nearby, and his voice softens slightly. Greetings, sister. I congratulate you on your return. Was your pilgrimage fruitful? It was, Reverend. Let it be known that to you that Theodora von Valenti's ship was attacked by servants of the Arch Enemy who appall the heart of any righteous soul. She says, nearly hissing with fury, and not all of them met a fitting end. Some fled, and more than that, their blasphemous words clearly pointed to this attack being part of a larger design. Reverend Hieronymus, I wish to join the esteemed rogue trader's crew and help protect the Von Valencia's dynasty from the forces of chaos. I therefore ask that you relieve me of my duties as a guardian of the Footfall Reliquary. Argenta humbly bows her head, but her shoulders are tense. I second this plea. Sister Argenta stood by my side during the assault on the ship. I could use her assistance going forward. Her Doloroso nods and thought, I cannot oppose the will of the righteous heart that wishes to bring its wrath upon the servants of the Arch Enemy. Follow the call of your soul, sister. The Footfall Reliquary will be preserved even without your contribution, as it was in all the years preceding your arrival. I know what it is that calls you to follow the rogue trader, Sister Argenta. You seek combat, for it helps you forget how hollow and worthless our lives truly are. It offers the illusion of meaning. Perhaps you will relinquish this illusion one day. Perhaps you will die before that day comes. Regardless, I wish you luck on your new path. Before you start on a path towards your new destiny, I have a request to make of you and your companion. Many among my flock are from the poorest, most dispossessed people on Footfall. They brought me troubling news from Footfall shadow quarters. In the darkest corners, where the Liege's guards do not venture, taint has taken root. Footfall is consumed by sin, but even here, true heresy, serving the Arch-Enemy is a rarity. The cultists who not dwell in the shadow quarters mark their abodes with a sun inscribed in blue and gold, and perform strange rituals in secret. The weak find solace in believing these reports to be rumors, but I well know that evil lurks all around us, and I wish to see retribution. Why don't you go to the Liege with this matter? They do not walk the path pleasing to the Liege, Hieronymus frowns. Mediation is weak and riddled with worms on the inside. He seeks to please his Casabelica masters, those peddlers of relics of the unholy Xenos. We will verify this rumor, Reverend Hieronymus. With great pleasure, Argenta puts her hand on the stock of her weapon. I will almost wish for the rumors to be true. My heart yearns to battle some heretics. This is where I bid you goodbye, sister. Noble rogue trader. Is there more you wish to talk to me about? So what are you doing on Footfall? What I'm doing in this den of blasphemers, pagans, and violets of souls, you mean to say, well, Footfall is the first and last stop in the Cronus Expanse. It is the point of arrival for those who have just started on their path. It is also where those who are reaching its very end return, their souls wounded and bleeding. I embrace both the former and the latter, so that they may cast an honest eye over their sins. Furthermore, rumors from across the entire sector amass in footfall. If I hear crewmen whispering about a reclaimed shrine world or expressing desire to carry the Emperor's light into the darkness among the stars, I have my flock in their sacred duty. Devoted trailblazers need assistance, both spiritual and material, tools, equipment, even garments and simple everyday items. Anything that might help pilgrims on their long journey and during the first days of the harsh frontier life is worth its weight in gold to us. May any help you offer for the effort of gathering such things be blessed. I bear another darker duty. The expanse is filled with the tainted creations of unholy heretics. These insidious objects are dangerous to the soul, but I know what to do with them. Should you come on your travels upon dangerous corrupted objects, bring them to me, and the reward for your vigilance will be even more generous. The Druzian mission has much to share with the rogue trader. I'd like to take a look at what the followers of St. Drusius can have to offer me. Let's see. Disciples' boots. Ah! Alright, we're gonna max out these machine right sets. So we spent a lot of our money. Imperial Scroll. Plus 5 lore. Ah, interesting. Thunder Hammer. Plus 10 to medicate us. Man. Probably not a good idea. We're going down, so 60, 50, 30. I mean, I don't know if we actually need that, but you know what? We're gonna max it out. Tell me something about yourself. Neither my past nor my present hold any secrets. Okay. What's troubling your heart? Bad omens. Dark times have come. Ships from the Imperium barely appear in the Cronus Expanse anymore. In Footfall Shadow Quarters, taint thrives. The people here are corrupt enough to succumb to it gladly. Rumors around the Expanse say that the accursed Xenos have grown bold and are rearing their heads. They attack ships and settlements, walk under the suns of Imperial worlds like kings instead of cowering in the shadows. What next? What adversities await us? If such disgrace is happening already, he shakes his head. There's more and more talk about how poorly things are going in the Corona. Some days it seems I can't take 2 steps without hearing some peasant pontificating on the matter. Even if it is as dire as they say, the Von Valencius realm will not crumble under the blows of fate, no matter how devastating. Chin up, Lord Captain. This is no time to lose heart and lament your lot. Not only is your hope false, it is also dangerous. Among his servants, there have been people of greater integrity who sully themselves in their attempt to rise above the rest. Alright, I have no more questions. Okay, one item. Hold on. Ah, we have to fill this out, and then we can bring the heretic stuff back. Good to know. Okay, so we are going to call this an episode. Have we? Alright, we're gonna. We have over there. We have more to explore in the Atrium before we head out, and we're gaining missions left and right. According to Reverend Hieronymus, suspicious individuals are conducting rituals in the Shadow Quarters in a place marked with a blue and gold sun. If they are heretics, they must be eradicated. The presence of Sister Agent is highly advisable. Alright. Good to know. We will continue this in the next episode. If you're enjoying this playthrough... Oh, okay, hold on. I am going to do one thing. So, let's bring everybody over here. I am hoping the machine set right. Access received. Why isn't Pascal, or is it because he failed? Alright, so we came up here. Alright. I might save Scum because on a personal level, I'm curious.
An expected result.
Alright, we made it. We made the athletics check. What's this thing? What just happened? I have
Never doubt me.
numerous wounds and injuries indicate this was a particular brutal murder. Letters A and B are carved in the victims. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna... Oh, Commander's Monocle. And a Great Sword. With 2 profit factors. So we can... 16 to 20. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I don't know what the thing revealed. But let me see here. How do we... The Great Sword doesn't have penetration, but it does a ton of damage. Kind of want some penetration, but we... interesting. Alright, so what's this monocle? Commander's Monocle. Whenever the wielder attacks an enemy with a single shot, their allies under voice command gain the wielder's spell bonus to damage against the enemy for 1 turn. Enter 20 profit factor. Whenever the wielder attacks an enemy with a single shot, their allies under voice command gain the wielder's spell bonus divided by 2. So this is meant for us because we have 50 fellowship. And it's worth 20 profit factor. Wow. No, I'm assuming... Did we just fail? Are we stuck here? Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Victory awaits.
What advice do you seek? The sooner we start.
Gain experience, okay.
Who thought that was a good idea? Experience. Nothing matters
Alright.
more.
Thank goodness. I guess we could have just kept going until we succeeded, but before we couldn't do that. Alright, well, we got a cool item, which I'll take. What haven't we explored down here? We're gonna save this for later. Unfortunately, we're at time. But we'll do some stuff over here. We're gonna try to gain access to over here. I'm not sure what's up there. Some goods. Alright, we're gonna try the ritual. Access denied.
Compared to neighbors, sir,
Access
that was barely a
received.
challenge.
I'm glad we have all this stuff.
None shall stand in my way.
Alright, we're gonna end it on here. So we have more knuckle dusters, it looks like. Alright, so who we have coercion of 55, 40, 30, 35, 35. Alright, we'll give you some knuckle dusters. Alright, we're gonna call this an episode for real now. I'm really enjoying this game. I can't believe it's early access. It doesn't, I don't know, there's like some misspellings and a few minor bugs. Like when we clicked on that thing up there, like nothing happened to my knowledge, which was weird. But man, it feels good, it plays good, I'm enjoying it. If you want to see more of the playthrough, please be sure to drop a thumbs up and comment. And I hope to see you in future episodes. Shadowcoast out.